Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Civilization VII, where today we are actually going to, I think, start interacting with the legacy point systems here in the Exploration Age. I'm pretty sure. We're right on top of it. So, not a lot to do in this turn. Somebody founded Zoroastrianism. Can we tell? Ah, you have religion circles. Okay. You also have, what is this? Golden Bangles Infantry. What is the meaning of this? What kind of thing are you? Okay. Hold on. Okay, just gold bangles. It's just gold bangles, not golden. Bonus combat strength on resource tiles. Double gold from pillaging trade routes. Okay. Well, then maybe I shouldn't be putting my fortifications right here. Maybe we should move up a tile. Okay. Wonder how long these temporary fortifications last. I mean, they probably have to be knocked down, right? I kind of would have expected them to collapse as soon as the soldiers moved out of them, but I guess not. So I want to maintain money for purchasing a military unit, in theory. I don't know why we can't right now, and that's a bit of a... It makes it difficult to tell whether it's reasonable to just keep holding the money. Because I kind of want to get a fishing building down so that we can... Yeah, all right. We'll just buy the one that goes here. That's fine. I don't know if it matters where it goes at all. What are its rules? Nothing really. Just +1 food on fishing boats. Okay. Maybe we will start to treasure fleet now. Who can say? Oh. Okay, they're fighting back, and here's Ibn Battuta with his own cog. Yeah, the good news is they're not going to destroy the city this way. Should I build another boat? Actually, I kind of want to wait until we get another point of population before I build the madrasa, because I want to see if we can reach out onto the flatter ground. So for right now, for safety's sake, let's maybe get another boat in the queue. Resource assignments are not, in fact, available. The fact that it keeps saying that when it's not true does make me a little nervous. But you know what? Actually, this is a good opportunity. I should be reassigning the gypsum, right? This gypsum should definitely be in Baghdad. Yeah, that's a ton of extra production. And then, does it need happiness? It doesn't really, so I'd rather get... Yeah, let's give it cotton as well. Okay, I can just jump that directly down there. Those will actually be tremendously helpful. And you guys are good. You go back to alert mode. All right, let me make sure that they are not attacking us from the resource tile. Okay, a little bit more land mass up here in the Arctic Circle, but no treasure resources. It's interesting that pearls don't count. It seems a little arbitrary. I guess we think of pearls as treasure now. I don't know if pearls were... They're probably referring mostly to things that were actually, you know, colonialismed over in real-world colonialism times. Which is to say, you know, a lot of murders were committed on behalf of... Okay, Battuta is just leaving. It's probably for the best for us.
Baghdad was a city of palaces, not of stucco or mortar, but of marble. There exists beyond the world a void without a terminal limit. 1,000,000 worlds beyond this world.
All right, well, we got through one of those enemies. If we move the... I guess I can't move the cog now. I wonder if we move the cog inside the city, I wonder if they can still shoot at it, or if their arrows will just hit Baghdad instead. But in any case, we bought a moment. 2 architects present a plan for a round city, a rare construction to celebrate Abbasid greatness. Other architects scratch their heads, wondering how standard rectangular houses will conform to the curved walls. These logistics must be explained, or beauty is more important than space. This is not a... Okay. The logistics must be explained. We have really, really good culture income, so I'm going to try to keep up with our... use our science to try to keep up with it. Scholars of faith discuss the need for an expansion of knowledge, a place for officials to be educated and spread their religious teachings to the youth. A center for secular learning needs to be built. But this doesn't. This says spread their religious teachings. Right, like the whole point of the ulema is that it's got the religion building and it's got the science building. Okay, whatever. None of this stuff on these buttons means anything anyway. Build an ulema. I'm trying. Believe me. Beneath the gaze of Xerxes, the royal flame burns like the sun, leaving only stone unscarred. Okay, it's kind of neat that you're getting pushes from your leader that are independent of your cultural stuff. 8 points in non-suffit orbis. Maybe it'll happen. That's true. We did gain 2 already. And then at this point, I guess, like... Am I going to be able to reach across open ocean with my... Well, whatever. Let's grab the dies first. We'll worry about other stuff later. So, we got our astronomy. Do we want to pick up feudalism, which gives us a settlement limit? That's important. Or do we want to go straight for heraldry? It might be the case that, like... Well, heraldry has a lot of military units on it, including our Mamluk. Yeah, okay. Never mind. I was going to say, like, I'm trying to, like, beeline for shipbuilding here. And it is interesting that it goes through all the military stuff. Education is down there. So we get access to the university and a wonder that is pretty good. +1 wildcard attribute point is pretty neat. +1 specialist limit in cities is also pretty neat. Also receive a relic? Weird. But I think I want to focus on shipbuilding. So we'll go through machinery to heraldry. But feudalism gives settlement limit. Yeah, you know what? Feudalism first. Plus it gives a pretty good food building. And medieval bridges allow land units to move over navigable rivers. Okay. I mean, that's not a bad idea. Okay, and with our civics, the mastery for Round City gives +4 food to, it says all science buildings. Really, even if it was only the madrasas, that still would be, I think, good enough. Or do we want to push for the House of Wisdom really fast? Maybe we want to do that. Maybe we want to go for the Mastery on Al-Jabra before... Apologies if I'm not... I don't know where the accents go on these things. The stresses... I mean, the plus food is really good, though, right? Oh, we've actually gained a new branch here. Right, theology, which gives you the ability to take on additional beliefs. And bonus charges for your missionaries if you want to slot that policy. The mastery here I'm finding a little bit less compelling. Plus food on all science buildings is nice. Yeah, you know what? Let's grab this first. And then we want to build our mosque. And we want to build the mosque here. Yes, place the mosque here to complete the ulema. So notice it doesn't really give you a strong indication of that in any other way. Like, I would love it if this were like lit up, bordered in some way, as like this is where you could do that thing. But yeah, let's get our ulemas going, shall we? So that's the garden. Yeah, this is where I would want to build over for the ulema. So Hamadan Town did pick up these dyes. I would probably prefer to pass the dyes over to like Baghdad. Am I allowed to connect? Here, can I do this? Let's like put these in place. I have to unequip this, put that in the slot, then connect that, then connect that. There we go. Use camels to move some extra value over there. And I guess, you know what, since we have the other slot, do I want to... I kind of want to also bump more cotton, I think, in that direction. Although I don't know that I want to take cotton away from Paratum's building stuff pretty quickly. You know what? Sure. Just a second copy of cotton. Let's just really do our best to get this city functioning. Okay, now furs are definitely a colonial. What about the... Okay. Okay, it's fine. Furs were definitely a colonialism thing, though. Right? Like the British colonies in... The British and French colonies in North America and stuff. Okay, whatever. It's fine. It's fine, it doesn't matter. None of it's real anyway. I feel like there was something else I was going to do, and I don't know what it was. Oh, right. I was going to... So, like, is there an indication yet of what's going on with our stuff? All right. Let's take a second. Let's make sure that I understand what I'm doing here. So next objective, improve 5 treasure resources and wait for a treasure fleet to spawn in the settlement. Okay, maybe we have to get to 5 total. It also says research shipbuilding here, and it doesn't say research shipbuilding there. Preferably accessible by water. Yeah, research shipbuilding is not included in the text. Well, that's fun. I guess we just keep waiting. All right, so let's try to duck inside the city. And maybe get a heal going. All right, here we obviously want to build our mosque. Yeah, I'm excited. It feels like we're going to get these things done pretty quickly. I would love to have a stone cutter. I guess this is where that's going. We didn't really leave a lot of places to do building stuff for that town, unfortunately. But I couldn't find any further north, or I wouldn't have access to all the chocolate. Okay, so the home country's doing what it's doing. Even if we do end up losing this cog, we have another one coming. All right, you got to heal at least a little bit. So Taoism has been founded. Definitely reach out and grab that chocolate. And then you are building over this altar to complete the ulema in this city. Yeah, Baghdad is kind of sort of under threat a little bit. I think it's probably going to be okay unless that independent village produces a hell of a lot more people. All right, we got a fleet commander out here. They're looking for places to put down. I stole one good one and then one, the other one. One that's different from that. Are you healing? Okay, yes. Healing has begun. Also, these guys are standing now in a position where I can attack them from the safety of the city tile. So that's going to help a bunch. Alright, it seems like everybody's got their religion now. We still haven't gained a point of population here, right? And we're not even close to it. It's going to be quite a few turns. Give me an observatory? Build it in with the saw pit, I guess? Not a lot of buildings we can build here. We could make more settlers, which is mostly what I was thinking we would be doing. But obviously, things have gotten a little bit more complicated in the interim. Am I allowed to purchase? Okay, I'm now allowed to purchase a real archer. I think that is a thing that's going to be very helpful. And so let us build a wharf in alongside the fishing quay. Maybe I should stop and repair this boat, but I'm not gonna. So we have no idea where his ship actually came from. It seemed like it came from this way. There's probably, there's a narrow water connection over here somewhere, I'm sure. Just keep an eye on this stuff for the moment. Okay, there we go. And with a proper standing archer, I'll feel a lot more comfortable moving all the ships away from this city. So that's kind of the last actually important tile to grab, right? I think. Yeah, Hamadan is now as large as it will ever need to be. And I think we're still on plus culture. Sure. +3 combat strength for units in enemy territory. Why not? We'll want to change policies once we get some new policies. We are still a lot of turns away from our cogs not taking damage traveling over the high seas. We are actually about to finish our first dilemmas here.
The king established all his knights, gave them lands, and charged them to give mercy.
The completed madrasa is an architectural marvel, ready for scholars and students alike to populate its courtyard with lively discussions about faith. Hey, big science bonus, cool. I mean, not big, it was like a turn, but still. So now there's this special person we can build. Our science advisor recommends we get on it immediately. I'm going to do it in both of the cities that can do it. Serpent Mound is expensive, jeez. We'll look at that in the capital. Okay, now that we've got feudalism and our limit boost, let's go for machinery, which gives us access to more buildings, including some ageless construction and food stuff, but most importantly is getting us on the road to shipbuilding. All right, so this cog I was going to use to explore further south. We have a cog doing that already now, so I guess I'm actually just going to strike out to the east and see what else we can find. And the archer can deal with units from Mora Jambi until it flips over. Okay, the incense is also not treasure. And we continue to wait. Shinto has been founded. Is that... Huh. I was going to say, is that not a fifth religion? But in fact, it appears to be a sixth. Catherine the Great and Tecumseh. Okay. There are new people to meet. All remove their shoes when entering the mosque, but sometimes shoes go missing by the time the service is over. Complaints of theft continue to rise, but those caught wearing others' footwear claim they merely took the wrong pair by mistake. Hey everybody, please wear more distinctive shoes. I mean, we can just provide spare shoes. Institute a fine for shoe thieves, which apparently is paid to me, not to the person they stole the shoes from. Or provide spare shoes at the mosque. How much happiness does it take to produce a thing, a celebration? There's a screen where we can see this, but I don't remember which screen it is. Okay, so 112, so we would be taking 2 turns off of the timer for our next celebration by clicking that. I mean, 200, it's a lot of gold. It should probably be the gold. Okay, so here in the capital, I'm not allowed to build the wonder. Can I please? It requires a grassland tile, which I guess we don't have any spare grasslands. Okay, well, there goes my brilliant plan for getting that done. I know it's good to build the Alim and everything, but like, what if I build an observatory? So we lose a culture. Right, we're building over a happiness building, so we lose a culture adjacency bonus from the one building here. We're building a science building, so we gain a science adjacency bonus. I think I'm going to go ahead and do it. I don't actually know if the Alim is like all that good, so I don't necessarily need to feel like I need to build all of them everywhere. What is that? A man-at-arms. That unit should probably look less like a settler. Wow. Those arrows really hit that guy. They were using the hollow points over there. Okay, apparently. Here's Catherine. There we go.
Екатерина Алексеевна, императрица и попечительница искусств. Но вы можете называть меня Софи.
Yep, that's what they say about me as well. Our people tell the same story. How would you love some cultural exchange and open markets? Okay, no support, huh? Killing me. Just nothing. It's like making deals with a wall with these people.
I worked my wits and thoughts about shapes and figures, and I arranged these shapes one by one.
Okay. So, espionage report. We stole science. For being revealed... okay, wait. Your action steel technological advancement was discovered. Spy not revealed. For being revealed, you suffer a -8 influence penalty for 10 turns. But I did manage to get away with 468 science. So I was revealed, but my spy wasn't. I don't know what that means. In the Civ games where your spies are like people you have to train up and that's like a resource you could lose, I get that. But here, what on earth would it mean for my spy to be revealed? Also, those guys were able to... I was expecting them not to be able to move into this vegetated tile and attack, but that tile's not vegetated. Those aren't trees. They are the tea bushes. But, like, you know, the tiles that do have vegetation, they don't look that different from that. That's an easy mistake to make, I think. Anyway, that was a good amount of free science. That's helpful. That was several turns of science. All right, so yeah, where is this other independent? Tarnovo. Also, we got some wreckage here that sadly we will be unable to explore. And, in fact, more treasure stuff. Okay, when we finish the observatory in Paratum, we're probably going to build a settler then. I don't think we've ever taken 22 damage in a single turn from the sea. A horribly wounded settler, you say? I can't get a real HP read. By doing this, I've prevented him from moving into shallow water for one extra turn. But once he moves here, obviously, we won't be able to just completely block him. I don't think I can kill him in this way, but I can make him miserable, and that's funny, I guess. I don't know that I need to be difficult about this. Like, I don't know that it's even really that beneficial for him to settle a city over here if there's no treasure resources to return, right? Okay, yep, some combat is occurring. Okay, and we've met our last other player. Okay, now their capital will be revealed. Just, yeah, a little relationship to start with. I would love to be friendly with y'all and then spread my religion to you, whether you like it or not. Oh, his settler just moved 3 spaces. Never mind. He must already have, shipbuilding. That seems unlikely, but also like it's definitely what's occurred. All right, our cog is technically still alive. All right, found a navigable river and some dates. Yeah, we can buy settlers out of Baghdad or just build them out of Baghdad as well. So actually, I'm sorry, I didn't look at their agendas, and I absolutely should.
When I considered what people generally want in calculating, I found that it always is a number.
I guess you're trying to be like, haha, jokey clever, but honestly, I don't think that's right. Okay, so yeah, we're going to dump the production we're going to dump combat strength for units in enemy territories. The compendious book is, without question, a better way to go for us. The new mathematical treatise, Al-Jabr, takes Abbasid scholarship to new heights, lighting the fire of competition in other disciplines. There are plentiful funding applications to consider, so we can gain attribute points here. Let me go look at my... How do I access my attribute tree when I'm not... Here it is. Probably the big button that says attributes on it, huh? Ooh, plus 15% production toward buildings. Seems pretty good. Let's take that science point. Science on each quarter. +1 science in settlements for each resource assigned to them. Honestly, +1 science on each quarter would be quite good for us. Intellectuals from distant lands flock to Abbasid cities to avail themselves of legendary local knowledge. Opportunities for sharing research with newcomers abound, though surely some are suspicious of practices from abroad. We like to welcome the new scholar's knowledge generally, but this is only half a turn of culture, whereas this is a lot of gold. Abbasid scholars have gathered all the world's knowledge under their eyes. All the world's most brilliant minds will be part of their empire of learning. We will collect the most brilliant minds of the world in our empire. You know, I'm pretty close to this, actually. We're already building 2, I believe. Okay, so I do think I want to pursue the mastery of algebra because I do want to build the House of Wisdom. That seems valuable to me. Let's get a settler going. Am I allowed to purchase a settler in... I am. Being over your settlement limit isn't the end of the world, you know? I kind of want to sail up this river. Oh.
That speaks only to the austere mountain heads, to the mindful wind and the watching stars.
Okay, interesting. So we discovered a redwood forest, +1 culture and science on vegetated terrain in this settlement. We probably want to avoid settling on that if we don't want our relationship with Isabella to start getting complicated. And I'm glad to see that it's not one that seems like super good. All right, 5 turns to produce another alim, and that will be what we need, right? So what do these do? Activate in another civilization. Receive 50 gold for every resource this settlement has. Okay. Now it says have trained for, so we don't need to hold on to them, right? Oh wow, why does that look like that? Y'all, what is up with the fucking UI in this game? How did they have such a hard time with it? It would seem like Al Makdisi here is a pretty good spend in like Argos or Winchester, but he doesn't have all of his like. It will eventually be pretty good. This dude just hasn't bothered to grab all his resources yet. I mean, Aksum actually is not a terrible spot for it. Yeah, maybe we send him over here. So are they basically just like great merchants? It's an odd thing to build out of a place that is made of a science building and a religion building, you know? They're healing instead of... That's curious. I'm going to stay right here and just watch your ass. You know what I really don't like? The fact that this palette and this palette can be in the same game. Because I was like, did I bring another ship over here? Look at the difference between these two. Like, the game already uses the language of slightly darkening a thing to indicate that it's done with its turn, doesn't it? Just bizarre stuff. What would it cost to get you on side? Okay, 340. It doesn't actually change. So I think we're going to spend 340 influence next turn and try to start flipping them around. Got some jade here. Jade is not a treasure resource, despite the fact that it is literally... Like, no, it is, despite the fact that the game's wrong about that. Okay, but this little island right here seems like a pretty good settle. Alright, so you could also produce an alim. And I guess may as well. It's like each alim can only be received once. Cost increases per trained. So we don't know how many there are. Nor do we know how valuable their stuff is. Like, some of them might just not be very compelling. It's really hard to say. It's really hard to say what's useful here. I guess let's build alongside the sawmill. Back here, we won't be able to build this Do we have any more, yeah, ageless production buildings? Oh, right, I was building that, and then I guess I got interfered with. Okay, so still no idea how long it's going to take for treasure fleets to spawn. It's a little weird. We are continuing to push forward on that in every way that I know how. Okay, this is interesting, but it's not showing us very much of value. Should I found a city? Like, should I purchase a settler up here from Baghdad and found a city on this larger landmass where I presume the landmass that I presume is the home of the other two players? Where's my next settlement limit? We won't get a bonus from here. Ooh, it seems like we might be settlement locked for a bit, huh? Specialist limit up. Okay, actually, we are at our settlement limit for the era, I guess. That said, we're getting better at generating happiness, and maybe the idea is now more that you go over your settlement limit somewhat frequently. But so I think I'm going to hold off then. Gosh, or am I? Well, you know what we need to do? Here, hold on. Let me, Oh, this city doesn't have a temple yet. I would have to build a temple. I need more buildable tiles, honestly. I need to get a hold of that desert. Because I can't buy missionaries here is what I was thinking. I was going to send missionaries out to start gathering relics for us. I guess it's not a big deal. Yeah, I'm not going to stress about it for the moment. All right, we'll just keep their units down whenever they make themselves known to us. We're going to grab... City could use a little happiness. All right, that's going to take forever to come to fruition, but it will come to fruition. And it kind of looks like we're... You know what? I'm just going to chill out for a second and heal. This kind of keeps a general eye on the place that I'm trying to send a settler to. Is that marshmallows? Sugar. Okay, yeah, no, that's a treasure resource. Yeah, I think maybe the plan is... Maybe the plan is we're going to learn to live with a happiness penalty. Because I do want to get a settlement over here. I do want to, like, construct stuff that's useful. And who are you? You're from Zimbabwe, which is a neutral inland somewhere here, I guess. Oh, right. I was like, why are my units doing the thing they're doing? But that's why. Because I told them to. This city can definitely afford to take on more specialists, and look at our improved science outputs and stuff. Hey, this one even counters the unhappiness a little bit. Is that the ulema? Yeah. I mean, it's a very pretty district. they're building artists and stuff. Their environment artists are really good. Okay, so here we have resource tiles to grab. I guess we better grab the tea. But I do think now I kind of want to grab like buildable tiles beyond, because we need places to put down a thing. You discovered Ibn Battuta performing the espionage action steal government secrets. He stole culture. That monster. Open the diplomacy window. No, hold on. I don't have enough diplomacy to counter steal technological advancement. It only costs 160. We're gonna do it again. That is for sure happening again. Okay, so do we want to try to build the serpent mound here? Seems pretty good. Yeah, let's see if we can get it. Okay, got ourselves a new Ulim. Activate on a culture building, receive an additional social policy slot. That's interesting. Notice that he does not highlight my culture buildings. Or maybe the problem is that I don't have any. Because now I'm thinking about it. Did we ever build any amphitheaters? Do I have a spot to activate this guy? We might have to wait until I discover one. Library, saw pit, brickyard, barracks. Temple is happiness. Observatory is science. Altar is also happiness. Even though that, arguably doesn't make sense. Well, these things are culture buildings, aren't they? The Howelts, we didn't build them, but I think they are. We'll see what happens. You want to cross like right there. Oops. Wrong unit. You want to go back home on your next turn. Does seem like my cog is sustaining considerable damage just hanging around here, but I think we've just been that damaged for a while because I don't have a notification. Oh, Morajambi is friendly. Actually, so I guess that settler probably can just move on. Okay, so now that we're back at full health, I'm going to try to push through the sea to the west here. Yeah, Morajambi's not going to send any more hostile units. In fact, you are going to go forward with the... Well, you're damaged badly enough that you might not survive the journey, though. Yeah, all right. I do need you to probably just go back then. And here we don't have any super special spots for rural population. +3 plus 2.5 is going to have to do. Build this over top of the barracks. Yeah, sure. The growth shall continue. Okay, the Songhai Empire is kicking our ass on everything, is what I hear. Let's just take a second and guard the bay. This is not... It must be on a completed urban culture building. That's embarrassing. I guess just like, I don't know, go hang out near the coast. Get yourself a little beach vacation and we'll call you when we have a spot to put you on. It's a little embarrassing, for sure. Okay, interesting.
Yes. But do you have a flag?
You motherfuckers Keep Eddie Izzard's name out of your mouth. Ah, hostile heavy archers. Our settlement of Parsa has been converted. Who cares? Who cares? I don't care what settlement, what religion my settlements are. Because that's the game that we've constructed. Shipbuilding without question. Heal up. Now I am a little worried that my settler is going to get murdered. Hey look, a shipwreck. Well, that's a thing to encounter. What are you doing? Hold on. A Tajiro. A unique merchant. Okay, that's fine. Merchant stuff I'm cool with. So I need 2 Alim trained within the next 10 turns, and we have 2. I probably will stop training them after this because their value is a little dubious, but it was neat to get to see what they are. Yeah, just sleep here until I build a cultural building for you to pop on. Okay, finished building a wonder that I don't know anything about.
Considered what people generally want in calculating.
Yep, nope. I heard it the first time. Didn't enjoy it the first time. Not likely to enjoy it more this time. Look at how good that specialist is. We're making crazy amounts of money. So I'm hesitating on spending because one thing that I know I want to do is when we put down this new city on that far continent, I want to purchase a bunch of buildings in it very quickly. Okay, so we could go back to the actual civics tree. Let's grab +4 food on science buildings, though. Okay, do we have the ability to... No, we can only build over... The Podreza is the only tile that this stuff can go on, really? But we have just like some flat, basic-ass, tropical... I don't understand why that would be the case. I would, in theory, like to keep this around. Probably not more than I would like to have an ulema. Yeah, probably not. We could build a House of Wisdom very quickly here. But that's the only space I'm allowed to build in, though. I guess I would rather build it somewhere else, probably. Yeah, let's... Whatever, we'll just overwrite this building that I should be allowed to keep. And we will, I don't know, get some more water control or something. All right, House of Wisdom in the capital, I think, makes a little bit more sense. Yeah, because we can build it in a place where it has less of an impact. Displace those folks. Aren't you supposed to be finishing? I guess that Stonecutter was the... I don't know. Whatever. So obviously we can't make an Ulema there. We could build a temple there for now. The other ageless buildings are less important. And having built a temple there, we could pick up missionaries. So I'm not sure exactly where to settle yet. All we know is that we found one more treasure area. Let's see what's this thing. A rival ship has run aground, their tattered colors lying limply among the wreckage. Get 120 influence by returning the flag to its owner. You know, influence is harder to come by than gold is, in my experience. I am going to steal your technological advancements, if you don't mind. Also, even if you do mind. And we still can't run new stuff with you just yet, so we'll hold off. All right, here's hoping I actually get that wonder. Would be really nice. What is that? That is niter. I mean, that's fine. That's a fine resource. Over here, I don't know that any of these tiles matter hugely. I'm just trying to, like, control the water, as much of the water as possible. You know, honestly, I think I'm going to just accept the local festival thing. I don't think I want the happiness as much as I want the 4 extra influence per turn, so that I can turn it into other stuff. All right, here we could continue to build alims and whatnot, but I would rather build an observatory. And we can get a pretty juicy observatory out of a build over. Wait, isn't this monument a culture building? Ooh, it might be. It might count. Let me try moving that ulim to it. So we're still allowed to specialize here, but I don't know that I want to still. I think the town continuing to pick up tiles is the thing that suits us best. This town, on the other hand, probably could specialize, huh? +2 happiness on each resource tile in this town. We're probably not going to end up with a temple here. Yeah, I guess it's a trade outpost. Producing some extra happiness for the Empire. I don't know what else to do with it. Okay, what else is going on with this landmass? Is there anything fun down here? It didn't even strike me. I didn't mean to land so early, but it's fine. We'll just get in the water. Okay, yes. Oh no, this is the new guy. Each building in this quarter receives +3 science. Let me do it in the capital, I guess. Or, I don't know that it matters. Yeah, we'll do it here. Oh, well, I guess the thing I should have been thinking about with that is trying to push something to 40 yield. How close are we? This has a total of 32 and a half, right? Is there a way to just show the yields of all of my buildings? If I hit yields here. Okay, yeah, it does show the real yields. So like this city is producing 2637 total. So actually, if I had used that guy here, he would have pushed us up to one settlement that is doing that thing. Okay. So yeah, I probably should have thought about that. And one is the first breakpoint, right? Yeah, we would have gotten 1 point for sure. All right. Definitely feels like an error on my part there. Just not thinking enough about the one of the kinds of legacy thing. Yep, the seas sure are rough out here. Where is it that you think you are going? Because he might think I won't declare petty war for basically no reason, just to kill a settler. But he would perhaps have another think coming. Our settler is not in very good shape. Do I want to try to rest up so I don't get one shot out of nowhere? I mean, I'm probably not going to get one shot out of nowhere. I have 48 health. It will probably take a couple of shots. This is, in fact, not a culture building. Does that do one of my own? Tile with a valid constructible. Well, none of the other players' tiles are lighting up, so we'll get there. We'll figure out how to build a building that's primary purpose is to produce culture. I swear to you. Okay, almost off the rough seas down there. This island looks like probably not a very valuable one as far as actual treasure resources are concerned. Ah, you're sailing for the same landmass as my guy. I don't care for that. Alright, let's get as far inland as we can. I don't know exactly where I want to put down, but we'll figure it out. So it's 340 to befriend. I mean, we could just acquire a network of friendly independents kind of all over the place. I don't hate the idea. We don't ever have to incorporate any of them, right? Yeah, I don't like that. Alright, trade routes. Trade routes is happening. What's this? Quest time's running out. Oh no. We'll be fine. As we already well know. Oh, hi! As we already know, we are good. That's a little bit of a bummer to see. Alright, let me grab this tile and expand out over that tile, and hopefully we can actually build some shit. And we do know exactly where we are going with this one. Oh, come on. Their archers are standing right there. That's actually very bad. That may be a dead settler. Why? Why would they do this to me? Why do they hate me so?
In the calm darkness of moonless nights, in the lone glare of day, the snows descend upon that mountain. None beholds them there.
The tone of, like, I'm not sure the awe is always appropriate. Like, he clearly, I don't know. I am a little tired, and I'm sure you're tired of hearing it. I'm a little tired of talking about the insane tone of civilization. Alright, 2 turns left on this. It will be done in time. Is my settler dead? Yes. Cool. That took like 100 years. Alright. What am I... I don't suppose you're going to show me which... don't suppose you're going to show me which district it was. Emissaries from Morajambi have arrived and pronounced that the Abbasid Empire deserves all glory and respect. To honor the friendship, they present a generous gift. Okay, cool, thanks. They're pals. Okay, well, this is not a very valuable island. The people look at one another and ask, who are we? Their cultural heritage deepens. What on earth does this mean? Who wrote this shit? Human beings. Human beings is the answer. And I don't want to be mean. And I'm now thinking to myself, I don't want to be mean. Does that mean I have to stop talking? Does that mean I can't say any of the things that I would like to say? And I think the answer is yes. I think I do have to just stop talking or be mean. So that's a bummer. Where is there just like a general purpose culture building? There isn't one. Everything here is wonders. Okay, so the general purpose culture building's in the other tree, I guess. Well, so there are some settlement limit places here still available. Mastery here gives us a relic as well. As far as actual policies go, I suppose we're pushing toward a place where vassalage would be useful. Production toward constructing wonders, bonus culture for great works. Renaissance is not horrible, I guess. It doesn't feel like any of these are like obvious slam dunks. Plus 4 happiness on all cities within 7 tiles of this wonder and has 3 relic slots. That's interesting. And it's got a settlement limit attached to it. Okay, there are social policy slots available kind of all over the tree. So yeah, part of me wants to go down the road of mercantilism, especially since we know that like the House of Wisdom is already being built by us, and the Hale Okiawe, I'm guessing, we know that that was built by somebody else just now. So yeah, let's do that. We'll just go ahead and construct ourselves an ulema down in Paratum. Up here, so sawmill is probably a good idea. It's probably a good idea to have your ageless production buildings finished. All right, we gained a cultural point, which we will use to produce bonus culture in some of our cities. It turns out not to be all of them, but still, I think it's pretty good. So we're within 3 tiles of another independent power right now. Another settlement or independent power. Here we wouldn't be. I guess I like this tile a little bit better. It can still reach out to grab the plains, but it can also get the gypsum. There's benefit to stepping on the cairn with the settler before putting down the town, obviously, but I just don't think we're in a place where that makes sense. Where it makes sense to spend the time, you know? All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and purchase another settler here. It's very annoying that I have to, because I do want to make a thing happen. All right, we're at 25% progress toward this age, and I am doing very poorly, I think. The Empire stands at the brink of new discoveries, and the world awaits. Because of the Elim. They forgot to connect it back. Listen, it says it says the name of the quest at the top of the thing. As long as they remember the name of the quest, that's totally information. We definitely need to build our, again, ageless military buildings. Very important. Or ageless production buildings. Very important. So yeah, we have a lot of yield output in some places. In particular, these ulema, I think, are the ones that are going to be competitive. It's not clear to me where we breached over here. Right, this became 2634. Yeah, it was the food on science buildings maybe that pushed it over. It's pretty good. Okay, so here we can now make missionaries, and I think that is the play. Build some missionaries for a bit and start getting our relics. What's your deal? Activate on a science building to receive a free random unlocked technology.
The master and apprentice love the master in different ways.
Boy, ain't that the truth. Okay, the kiln. The kiln is a culture building. Progress marches on, driven by discovery. The people's thirst to know the workings of the world cannot be quenched. This box is titled Scientific Attribute. Hey, look at how finished the dialogue boxes are looking now. They got some filigree and some borders, and There have been some patches, you know? Yeah, science, just raw science. Also, this one opens up the whole next tier, so that seems pretty good. It is unfortunately science that is distributed at the level of the settlement and not at the level of the district. So it doesn't help us to earn any of those science points, but we'll live. All right, so right here. Access to the lake. It's probably not ideal, but it is probably the best we're going to get. Okay, do I think this connects to their, like, this? Yeah, this is probably a spur of the large main landmass over here. Okay, so shipbuilding. Is shipbuilding the thing that's going to kick off our treasure fleets?
If shipbuilding art were in the wood, ships would exist by nature.
It doesn't say so. Do we want all of our land units to be able to move into? How valuable do I think that is? I'm not sure. I think I want education. I think I want to, just move on science. We're not really producing a ton. I mean, we're producing civilian and support units in some places, right? We're producing settlers or missionaries, but I think this is still a culture bonus. All buildings receive +1 science adjacency with the city hall and palace. Sure. This has created an avian enthusiasm. Complaints have been raised over the raucous culture surrounding pigeon racing. The constant swarms of birds above Abbasid cities are accompanied by the shouts of trainers, fans, and gamblers making wagers on the racers' success. And also, below them, there's probably problems. This chaos is unacceptable, I say. So wait a minute. The problem is, everybody's really into pigeon racing, so if I tell them, no more pigeon racing, then they're happy. Or maybe that's not what this is. Maybe this is just me saying out loud the chaos is unacceptable, and then they go, yeah, we're sticking it to the man, and we love that. That kind of makes sense. Making sense of these is such a... I guess I'm taking that one. We just triggered a celebration. Let's get on to the next one very quickly. And now that we have shipbuilding, we're going to be able to cross over here and get this settlement going a lot faster. So what's the deal with Tarnovo? We are 4 turns away from Tarnovo no longer being hostile to us. Okay, welcome to Alfustat. We're going to reach out and grab the sugar here as quickly as we can. And we're also going to convert this to a city. Don't argue with me. And then we're going to purchase some important things right away. One of those things is going to be a defense archer. Another one of those things is going to be a shipyard. Wait, did it? No, it didn't actually put the shipyard down. Did it charge me for that shipyard? Well, let's get a stonecutter going. I'll get the gypsum in the border. I'm trying to make sure I have access to the ocean here. That I can't get blocked in. And then we don't have enough money to buy anything else. But that I clicked shipyard and I don't know if it... Alright. We should probably build another production thing. Right, although there is some argument for producing a temple so that we can make missionaries here as well. Feels to me like we're going to need more production. Let's grab The sawmill, am I willing to wait that long? Maybe it would be like, because the sawmill's not that expensive, right? Only 580. I guess it's... Yeah, I might build something else and then we'll just purchase the sawmill. So I'm allowed to put this down here. I really do want to put the fishing building further out, but I guess like here is not bad. And then we can access the outside world through there. It makes me want to found another town over here to control the mouth of the bay, but that's reasonable. Oh, okay. So yeah, these all just turned on now. So it is, you have to get shipbuilding, and it doesn't say it in the text of that box. You just have to notice that there's a checkbox for it underneath, because everything's explained so very, very well in this game. Oh, hey, look. Green stuff. Okay. So, we are busily building the buildings that need to be built. It does not seem like our enemies have any interest in encroaching further upon us here. We are able to produce missionaries. Baghdad itself is not religious. Is that going to be a problem? It would have been a problem in Civ 6, where missionaries produced by a city are of the city's religion. There's a competing power in distant lands. You know, I saw Kukia. I'm not super broken up about it. I think we'll be okay. All right, you guys can explore a lot better. You guys can shoot at these nerds. That's gonna take some shooting. That's gonna be a couple of arrows. Okay, so he is gonna get that treasure resource. I can't actually stop him. Yeah, because all the tiles on this landmass are within 3 spaces of another settlement. So we couldn't just put down our own settlement to steal it. Oh, look at how good it is to be able to actually explore now. Okay. So we're working hard. We're getting things done. Here comes a wonder. Unless something terrible, terrible, terrible happens.
Do not mix the truth with falsehood, or conceal the truth while you know it.
Hey, don't tell me what to do. It's a respectful way to refer to a passage from the Quran. Hooray! The House of Wisdom.
Wealth circulates like blood. All parts partake.
Okay, so that has created... That's the wrong button. This one. Yeah, that has created 3 great works. They are, in fact, yeah, just like the previous great works. Different art that certainly suggests different things about them. It turns out they're all mechanically identical. It really feels like they intended for this system to be more, right? Almost has to be the case. All right, so we continue down toward the cultural advancement of colonialism. Oi. Probably be good for y'all to have a proper shipyard, as well as you. Yeah, we can make ourselves a nice quarter of it. Oh, okay, we're getting attacked from both sides here. That is worrying for sure. Yeah, we do have trade opportunities, and I do love them. Don't get me wrong. Not sure where that city's going to go exactly. A coastal edifice. A famed sculptor has discovered a superior method of gathering clay from the seabed. By reshaping the earth, they mold effigies that express human pain, joy, and triumph. I can go there and study. What does it mean for me to... Who am I? I'm an immortal being who is probably just an abstract representation of the... You know, like... Study under the master. Just generate gold. I need to buy military units. Alright, so I'm assuming I can't buy... Oh no, it will let me buy proper military units even with this thing in place. So do I want to buy a Mamluk? Mamluks get bonus combat strength for every urban population in the settlement. So right now, they would just be probably worse than a man-at-arms. The other thing I could do, obviously, is buy a second archer, and 2 heavy archers is a pretty good defense force. And it doesn't, you don't lose so much health. The obvious danger here is that the first one that you purchase, like, right now they're a little vulnerable. We'll see what happens. Okay. The man-at-arms continues to just hurl himself against the walls. We do have the ability... I guess... Actually, no, I don't. Never mind. I was going to say, we do have the ability to send military units across the water now, so I could get a general over here. But I would have to build the general over here, right? Because I don't... I didn't actually research the mastery for that. Okay, so this... Haran, like... Prioritizing industry over everything else really, really, really... has done well for us so far. I feel like it's hard to want to change it now. I'm actually gonna dislodge this population point to turn them into urban population for the money, for the sweet, sweet cash. Okay, what do we have on this landmass? Well, we have cocoa inside the borders of an independent power. So yeah, the question is this tile or that tile, right? I suppose, like, this is just worse, I think. So, like, the difference is, I guess this one can't reach out to grab anything else. This one can grab fish. Yeah, alright, I think the game's highlight is correct there. Yeah, this poor guy is not feeling the most useful. Now that Mora Jambi is more or less on side, it's pretty whatever. Oh, I do not love to see this. So this is from Zimbabwe. Are you also? No, you are from Roskilde. There are 2 different hostile independent powers in this area. What does it cost to just buy a general? Okay, enough that we can't see it here. That's fine. Because I am thinking, you know, obviously there's a lot of XP to be gained here. A missionary has been trained in Baghdad. To convert a settlement with no religion, you must use the convert action once anywhere within its borders. If the settlement already has religion, you must convert both its urban and rural populations. That's weird and fiddly. But okay, you got me. I'm in. Shipyard for sure. 8 and a science seems hard to beat. Let's hope things don't go to hell too much. And there's a milestone completed. Is that... Which... Was the first one that short? Yeah, okay, I guess. We are going to want to grab, obviously, both of these. So let's take this chicken tile first, which lets us get both of the treasures. Okay, I can't negotiate with Samarkand without being able to see one more tile inland, it looks like. See, this would be a good time for a nice focus fire. Whatever. With 2 archers, I'm sure we have it under control. It does feel like I've been working really hard for this, and in the end I have, like, just still not a lot of treasure points, actually. I don't love that. We are going to make sure that we purchase the delivery building here. Must not forget.
Our creators sang to us in the wind and the running water, in the bird songs, in children's laughter, and taught us music. The best investment for 1 year is to grow grains. The best investment for 10 years is to grow trees. The best investment for a lifetime is to educate people.
Schwedagon Zeddy, maybe Schwedagon? I have no idea, even, like, looking at the phonemes here, I have no idea how to even guess at the origin. But +2 science on all rural tiles in this settlement that have at least 1 happiness. Yeah, like, this seems pretty good. University obviously seems pretty good. +1 specialist limit seems pretty good. Allowing you to place more specialists on urban tiles. Oh, okay. I thought there was a limit on the number of specialists that could be in each settlement, and they just weren't telling us what that limit was because, you know, game bad at communicating. But it means that's a limit on the... It's talking about a limit on the number of specialists per tile was the implication of that. And indeed, yeah, okay. So right now, this tile is 21, 28 and a half, +8, 36. So putting a specialist on this tile, putting a second specialist on this tile, will push that city over the thing, right? And now we have 2? Now we have 2. Cool, cool, cool. All right, we've become suzerains, so we get a bonus. Allows the construction of the stone head unique improvement, which provides +4 culture and +1 culture for every adjacent stone head. Must be placed on tiles with natural happiness yield. Oh, you know, I think I just got that the happiness yields is their way of compressing the beauty system from 6 out of the game. I don't know that they need to be doing all this compressing. +1 social policy slots, kind of a cool idea. +1 +20% production solely toward constructing temples for every city-state you're suzerain of seems terrible. I'll take a relic, I guess. That seems important. Okay. Education 2 is also a relic and also science on our science buildings. That seems good to me. Let's grab that. And then let's build a kiln somewhere. Yeah, woo. We'll build a kiln directly under the Elim and then have him operate it. And I'm assuming it's him operating it that gets us the bonus. We still need to build a sawmill here for some reason. We have an open slot over there. You can attempt to build this. All rural tiles in this settlement that have at least 1 happiness. I don't actually even know how many that is. Well, it would require us to lose one of them in order to build it. Yeah, all right. I do like to build wonders. I'm just going to grab... Oh, this one doesn't even have a happiness. So we know that we're over 40 already on this tile without having to put more people on it. So I am inclined to just grab more urban tiles or more rural tiles. Although continuing to put people into the special tiles does get me the all that money. Yeah, and happiness is very high here. Are any of these tiles anywhere near the payout amount? No, right? Because this is 26. So yeah, this one's over. This one is only at 19. So actually 2 specialists in it would do the job, right? Well, I increased the value by 6, but I also decrease it by some. But you know what? Let me put a specialist there because we might be able to get there. I'm not sure why I just gained another great work. I am over my settlement cap. Happiness is bad in Echmara. We'll figure it out. Let's see if we can't learn some things about our neighbor here. All right, they dared to fire on us with their archer. Also, they dare to bring additional archers. What's the story with all this shallow water up here? Who knows? Okay, so we're seeing that. I guess let me turn back around and go south. See what all's down there. But yeah, overall I think things are going really well. Dislikes the civilization with the most great works. Likes the one with the least. I imagine that their agenda is going to turn around on us eventually. Does anybody have like 1 million relics stored? No, we are tied for most. We weren't until just now, but now we are. And it turns out nobody's generated any treasure fleet points. It's actually just very difficult to do it. But we're on our way. We're on our way toward the first ones. Or sorry, this isn't what I wanted. It's on this screen. Yeah, I don't know if this is the most logical place for it, but that's 1 and that's 3. We're totally gonna took us 30% of the way through the thing to generate 4 points. But if they generate over and over again, like every 7 seconds, it seems like, or every 7 turns, you know what I mean? That's pretty good. That we might be able to get some stuff done. All right. We've established, I think we're going to go ahead and call it here. I got a little sucked into things. Episode crept up a little bit in length, but I think that's what we're going to call it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, we are not just going to continue earning legacy points. I swear to you, we will see a treasure fleet. If it is the last thing I do, we are going to figure out how to get a treasure fleet out here. And we'll see you then.